Hey friends, hey everybody, hey to the community. So here's the thing, welcome back to my channel, What I Wish I Knew series regarding pregnancy loss, infertility, and any of those things if you have dealt with. Again, my name is Terrell and this is my second episode. So welcome to the series, and today we're gonna go over and talk about emotions, right? So let's just talk about it, emotions. So anytime we experience a loss or a loss that we deal with, that's a form of grief, right? So no one talks about the stages of grief. No one talks about how it affects you mentally, how your emotions are. So I'm just gonna go like for me, in my first miscarriage, we're just gonna go there. I really didn't really feel anything because I didn't know I was pregnant at the time. So everybody was like, girl, I see you glowing. You know how your family is and your mother. And I was like, I'm not pregnant. So, and then when I did find out that I was pregnant, and they was like, it is a miscarriage or whatever, I didn't really truly, like, my emotions, they were there, but they wasn't like strong enough to, cause like I said, I didn't realize I was pregnant. And so that was something that me and my ex-husband, we didn't, talk about or whatever, just because, like I said, I didn't know I was pregnant. So when that happened, I was like, oh, okay, and then, the doctor said, hey, they were like 80% of women have at least one miscarriage in their lifetime. So it's nothing to be, alert about. So I was like, oh, okay, cool, right? Then we move on to the second I had my second pregnancy, which resulted in a pregnancy loss. And that was my son. And I can tell you that day, when I did lose him, and this is just my experience and my journey, right? And so I wish somebody would have told me that it will be an emotional roller coaster, right? It will affect you, not just you. If you have a counterpart, if you're married, it'll affect your counterparts, your husband, your wife, whoever. And so with that, I was like, okay, well, when I did find out, I believe I was already like 5 months. I was 5 months pregnant when I had him. And then, the doctors came and was like, hey, I'm sorry to let you know, like you're gonna have a pregnancy loss. And I was like, it's no way, because I just like I heard my son's heartbeat, and I just went and got the ultrasound. So what do you mean? Like, that's not registering to me. So when the time did come in his passing, I can tell you I was very angry. And I was not only angry with myself, like I was angry with God. Like, how could you let this happen to me? And I was angry with myself, right? So at this point, this is pregnancy loss number 2. So I'm angry with myself because I'm like, well, my body's failing me, right? And I feel like this is one of those things to where I was like, dang, as a woman, right? Some women, I'm just speaking for me, some women have that desire not to have kids, right? But that wasn't my desire. I've always desired to have kids. I desired to have multiple kids, and it was always going to be an even number because I do not like odd numbers, as strange as that sound, I know. So this episode today, we're going to talk about the anger in pregnancy loss, right? So I was very, very angry. I was angry at myself. I was angry with my ex-husband. I was angry with the doctors. I was angry with every single person that came into contact with me. And so this anger built up a wall for me, right? So now I'm like, okay, this is pregnancy loss number 2. I knew what the sex of the baby was. So now it's just like, I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to deal with anybody. And when people tried to encourage me or something like that, I really didn't want to hear it. I did not want to hear what anybody had to say. And people try to, pray. My mother is a prayer warrior, so she was praying. And I was like, okay, cool. The prayer is cool. Okay, I got you. But more so, I'm angry with God, right? So I'm like, God, how could you let me get pregnant, right? And I'm literally, y'all, this is no lie, no kidding. I'm like, I hear the heartbeat and I hear the ultrasound technicians like, oh, it's a boy. And now I'm excited. I'm doing names and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I got all these names. So I'm, my emotions, like I am that happy. So it came to the point where when they did tell me, hey, he's gonna pass or whatever, I was like, well, I'm not giving up on my baby, right? And so they were like, hey, Miss Dabney, if you don't do this, XYZ, then this is what's gonna happen, right? I could get an infection, I could get all this. Yeah, okay, cool. I hear what y'all saying, but I'm not giving up. But then when it happened, like I was angry, like with myself. Like I was like, girl, you could have I'm just literally going through the process of what could I have done differently. Did I eat wrong? Did I sleep wrong? And it was just like my water broke early. And I'm trying to figure out like, dang, what did I do? Because at this time, so at like this point, I'm like, okay, Terrell, like what is it that I could have done to avoid these things, right? But I say all that to say that no one tells you how angry you will be. Like I built up anger. Like when I tell y'all angry, like I was angry. Like I didn't want to be around nobody. I wanted to like kind of shelter myself, I just wanted to be alone. And I couldn't really do that because I'm married. So I didn't even want to deal with my ex-husband. Like I did not want to deal with him at that time. And so it was like a lot of complications during that pregnancy loss because at the end of the day, I did almost lose my life, right? So, and this is the part, like I have a book that talks about it. And so at this point, not only did I lose my son, I almost lost my life. So these are the things that I wish somebody would sit down and say. So all in all, I just wanted to encourage you guys, like, listen, if you are angry during the process, that is okay. If you are angry during that stage, that's okay. Anger is allowed. Like, allow yourself to feel those emotions. Like I said, on this episode, we're strictly only talking about anger. And so how that builds up and, how it made you feel. And I want y'all to know that it's okay to be angry. It's okay for that to be a thing and for you to feel like that. Your feelings are valid. Like you went through something that you thought expected a baby in the end, but that didn't happen. And you like, hey, I'm angry. So allow yourself to be angry. I just want to encourage you to always, listen, I have comments, questions in my section. So feel free to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, share this video, share the channel. And remember, we are trying to build a community. And this is all of what I wish I knew. And today is, listen, that I will end with let yourself feel what you feel. Your feelings are valid and that no one else tells you otherwise. See y'all next week for the next episode.